So when I switch my weight here, my knee's up by his head, right? I want my weight into his ribs. So when I wrap this leg around, I'm drawing that circle as big as I can. Now my weight is right underneath his ribs, right into his diaphragm here. Okay? He should be making little weird noises, okay? Or you should be able to feel him trying to flex his abs, right? Thinking about his breathing, not this arm that I'm about to break, right? So I lean towards his legs. He's gonna defend because he knows better. I get my leg over the head. All right, now we're in our spider web. This position, we call it spider web. My ankles are locked, okay? I will yell at you when you're on your back and your ankles are locked, not when you're on top, okay? By locking my ankles here, I take away the hitchhiker escape that he might want to try and do. We'll talk about that later, okay? If my ankles are above his shoulder, okay, now he's going to be able to get out, right? When he runs away, there's enough space there. So as long as my ankles are underneath his shoulder, I can do this. Now, what that gives me is when I go to pull and I go to break his arm, I can extend my feet, which squeezes my knees together. I can't do that when I'm on my back. Okay, when I'm on my back and I don't have the ground underneath him, I don't have anything to work against, right? So when I extend my legs straighten, they can posture out. So that's why when they're on their back, it's okay to cross your ankle. Yes? Cool. So we talked about unhooking that hand here. The next one I'm gonna do is called the Silverado. All right? So I'm gonna take this hand, the same flag we made before when I peeled his hand off and I caught his wrist. I'm gonna do that same thing where I open my hand, but my other elbow is gonna come in between our two elbows. See? So I'm coming from the bottom, I open my flag, take this arm over the top, and I come around right in between. So my forearms are around his forearm. I'm gonna gable grip my hands, and now I twist his forearm away. So I'm pushing his elbow forward and his hand out. Then I catch the elbow and I finish. Okay? This will work if he's in bicep grip. It'll work, go palm to palm, gable grip. It'll work with a gable grip too. Same thing. Here. Okay? Palm to palm, no thumbs. Elbow in. Then I twist that hand away. Squeezing my knees, hug.
You keep your legs crossed the whole time?
Yep. If I'm in spider web, I'm almost always here. Unless I'm gonna go to a bicep cutter or a triangle or go to my X break, which this foot ends up underneath his elbow or his armpit. That's about the only time I'm gonna switch. If I'm here, I've got his shoulders trapped. There's not a lot that's gonna unhook my ankle. Unless he starts sitting me up, I might split him there to get more pressure on his head to come back. Same thing the other direction, but I'm almost always bottom over top. Right? So flag, elbow up, right in between my elbows, grip, twist, find the thumb. One other thing I noticed some of you guys are finding, when I do hook that thumb, okay, if I go straight backwards, which way is his thumb pointing? That way. So I need to change my angle. I could grab his thumb and try and turn it, right, but he's going to be fighting against that, right, possibly walking away, exactly, since I don't have control of his leg. So instead, I'm going to take his thumb and take it across my body. I'm going to use my body and my elbow to turn his thumb to the sky, as opposed to trying to grab it and twist it. Does that make sense? I've seen a lot of you guys have intuitively figured this out. As I break the grip, right, I make the flag, I fall towards the legs as I extend to finish. Okay, so as long as the thumb and the elbow are pointed opposite directions, doesn't matter which way my upper body is pointing, as long as their thumb is pointed opposite of their elbow. Yes? Questions? So we're going to get to the same position, make the flag, elbow right in between them, palm to palm, twist, then straighten out. 1, 2, 3.